Biologically, men are made to procreate as much as they can. Women, on the other hand, are made to be carrying a baby for 9 months, which means that women should be more careful of who they have physical relations with. It's a much bigger responsibility for them. I know nowadays women take pills or ask the man to wear protection. Either way, women with a certain number of bodies are much more desensitized from physical intimacy than men are, which means that these women will always need more extreme physical intimate actions to feel good. These women will be obviously more prone to cheating because they will always be chasing the next adventure and the next high with another man. Women with more than one small tattoo are probably also more intimate with random men because a large number of tattoos or one very big tattoo tends to mean that these women are more impulsive, and this impulsivity is carried to physical relations as well. Logan Paul, 28, and the woman he's dating reportedly split up earlier this week, according to press reports. Is the actor who gained fame for his part in The Thinning truly back on the market? The highly anticipated boxing match between rising YouTube boxer Logan Paul and MMA fighter Dillon Danis has been long expected. It's planned for October and will mark Dillon Danis's boxing debut as well as Logan's 4th fight. Logan will return to the boxing ring after a 2-year absence since his most recent contest was against Floyd Mayweather. But because Dillon Danis got a little too personal, the bout is now in danger of being called off. Following their 1-year anniversary, Logan Paul and Nina Agdal just got engaged in July. Logan has been the target of Dillon's attempts to provoke him ever since the bout was publicized. Recently, he repeatedly posted pictures and jokes about Nina and her ex-partners on Twitter. The key idea behind the mockery was how many individuals Nina had dated before Logan Paul. This was done with the intention of making him look bad. He also wanted to give the impression that Logan had been waiting in line for his turn. Logan Paul reportedly filed a stop and desist against Dillon Danis for harassing Logan's fiancée, Nina Agdal, by publishing pictures of Nina with other guys and ex-boyfriends on X, according to sources. Dillon claims he is only doing it to promote his upcoming fight versus Logan, and says their promoter, Misfits Boxing, is censoring him with the fight being up in the air at this point. And now, we have videos of Nina literally asking people on the internet if people know of good sausages that don't have any STDs. What you are seeing is called universal justice in action. No one deserves this punishment more than Logan. After all the damage he's done to kids with his social scams, and let's not forget his last scam for NFTs and some Bitcoin-connected game. Honestly, who even knows what that actually was? Logan is a sociopath who has mistreated and used everyone who has ever walked into his life. His getting used and mistreated by some hypergamous woman is literally poetic justice. Looking into the future, I don't see this faring so well for Logan. She's good for 3 to 5 years, then she'll be gone, with some or most of his money. They say a leopard's spots never change. About that time, Logan will have aged out of his talent and start scraping along the bottom trying to reinvent himself. I hope no babies become involved. I actually hope she has enough sense to spare him this and leave on her own. But no, I bet she sticks to this plan, figuring she has time to recover down the road. They deserve each other. She's going to wreck his life like he's done to so many other lives, and with any luck. Paul's impending divorce and getting taken to the cleaners by her in court serves as a warning to every other man out there to stay the hell away from her. And she ends up bitter and screaming on social media because she's alone and hitting new records daily for not getting sausage. For those of you who are still wondering why your girl monkey branched, this lady might be useful for at least giving you some answers. Just goes to show you, you can have fame, money, smarts, and power, but none of that can top what a woman can do to you. All it takes is a few videos and a minute with Chad, and nothing you do can fix it. Logan Paul will suffer from this mentally, financially, and maybe physically forever from this. When you are a simp, this is what you get. Logan now can cry all he wants. He is done. Similar to that other tattooed dude who let his wife get drilled for cash. Beyond rescue. It is a dumpster fire out there for relationships with women. They are drugged up, mentally unstable, with unlimited power in divorce and civil courts, racking up body counts in the dozens to hundreds, even thousands, as they cause chaos wherever they go. For as much as some may not care for Logan, even his opponent is still coming from a place of helping him out by highlighting this. This is rough, but it will be orders of magnitude worse when they get married than divorced. All he needs to say is, "I don't beat up simps." Logan is in an impossible position. He's already lost. He should break it off and suspend the fight for now, go silent for 6 months, train, and then fight. By then, she'll be with another sausage or two, and he'll thank them. If we look at history, empires have fallen because of women. If people don't learn from history, they are doomed to repeat it. I would be mortified and embarrassed beyond belief and never show my face in public again. And it goes to show how people have zero common sense and have no shame. I really wonder what her family and her parents must think of this. They must be the type of people that just don't care. It's really sad how far society is just going downhill drastically, to where people feel like it's noteworthy to post how much you crave sausages. I can't help but think about all the people Logan scammed, the hurtful things he's done, and this entire celebrity boxing generation. Remember, many great men, including empires, have fallen from a poor choice of a woman. This is going to be Shakespeare before our very eyes. And when his empire falls, it will be a lesson for the next generation. He made massive bank cheating people and managed to get out of it without suffering much. Both his financial situation and reputation were mostly unscathed. Now karma has taken the form of this person, and she's about to wreck him in both areas. The only downsides are that she will get the benefit instead of his victims, and he'll be able to use this fiasco to stay relevant. And when we talk about women, body count absolutely matters. Depending on the woman and her experiences, after 5 different men, she can't pair bond with one man anymore. Every time a woman has unprotected intimacy, part of the man's DNA stays in her womb for 7 years. Even if she doesn't get pregnant, it is there. Also, part of the man's DNA passes through her blood-brain barrier and stays in her brain. The more strands of DNA from multiple men she has in her brain, it becomes impossible to pair bond with only one man. Science has known this for decades, but they won't teach it. This should be taught in 8th grade biology classes. Body count is worth looking at if you want a stable long-term relationship, but it's not the most important thing. Has she been involved in paternity fraud? What does she say about these men after she's finished with them? Celebrities like Taylor Swift and Miley Cyrus have a good girl image, but are writing songs about their exes that are far from complimentary. That is the sort of woman you should avoid like the plague. The sort of women who have contempt for men, but are out there swishing their tails around to see what they can catch. Nina at least appears to like men and admits she has a need for them. Hypergamy is part of female biology, which can lead to a high body count, but when it is coupled with a fundamental contempt for men, that's when the real trouble starts. As for Logan Paul, if he thinks any marriage these days is a guarantee of a lifelong relationship, he is in need of an intervention. The question that popped into my head was, were women always like this, or is it only because of social media? Considering there have been philosophers and religious texts going back thousands of years warning men of the perils of loose women, I'm of the opinion that they have in fact always been like this. Social media has just made it easy to see. Logan is a perfect example of karma finally coming to pay a visit. The wheel may turn slowly, but karma never forgets an address. His life is functionally over. The fact is, this woman he is dating has no respect for anyone, not even herself. Even if you try to say your value isn't determined by the requirements of others, it's kinda his when you're doing lines of crack and selling your body on the streets, which is most likely going to be this girl's future, since I don't think she is smart enough to save any of the money she's got. Logan needs to start rethinking his strategy when it comes to women, because he's clearly on the losing end. Thanks for watching The Circle of Kings. As always, we're looking forward to your support, so please hit the like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with everything all kings like yourself need to know.